This poem is called Our Lives Are Worth Celebrating. Beacon,
Noun,
a fire or light,
set up in a high or prominent position.
as a warning, signal, or celebration. One,
Warning, hear the alarm. It sounds like books doused in accelerant, like don't say gay sharpied on silver duct tape, like white supremacy taking to the mic at your local school board meeting. Hear the alarm.
It sounds like an insurrection, like Proud Boys huddled together with semi-automatic rifles outside the Capitol. It sounds like an AR-15 with an extended clip in the hands of an incel.
Hear the alarm. It sounds like fragile white masculinity shattering into shards of glass, like an empty vase dropped from the sky. It sounds like the word groomer in the mouth of every so-called Christian mother who is more afraid of a drag queen than a Nazi. It sounds like young men marching with tiki torches towards the main entrance of your school. Hear the alarm.
It sounds like 1,000 dog whistles blowing at the same time. It sounds like the doors of Planned Parenthood slamming shut, leaving an empty medical building as a symbol of our hatred toward women and their bodies. It sounds like
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with cis men. It sounds like another lockdown in my son's preschool, his little head poking out from under the table as the sheriffs sweep the building in tactical gear. Disclaimer.
the curriculum has a warning label.
It says, keep away from children so they don't interrupt the design. It says,
See the teacher as poison control,
as emergency responder.
as crisis caregiver. Listen to them when they write, you don't know my pain, you don't know my sorrow.
Listen when they tell us, this warning is not a metaphor. Look outside, it is literally burning. Listen to the alarm blaring. It sounds like mama whispering warnings in my ears.
I must protect my grace, oppression, and discrimination I am destined to face. It is rooted in my veins, laced with my ancestors' pain.
Hear the alarm. If you listen close, it is not all doom. It sounds like a song in the key of vulnerability.
I know it's my soul's duty to be the vessel, this beacon of hope for these young men of color.
For these white folks who don't understand that they must get free too, that their humanity is tied up in this shit too. They need to know their souls are at stake. 2. Signal.
See the signal. It looks like a bonfire of books burning, words becoming ashes between our fingertips.
Sentences,
A flame,
truth.
a light.
This signal is a trail of smoke from a classroom engulfed in the silent voices of tomorrow.
This signal is an exit sign, glowing through the haze and smoke. So many years spent gasping for air with the fear that I choke.
This signal sounds like a call for resistance,
For fists,
for any means
to
necessary.
refuse our death softly.
But to go out blazing and unholy, tossing the tear gas back. Hear the signal.
It is a rally for truth we shouldn't even have to affirm.
It's for my 5-year-old daughter, on my shoulders at the protest, yelling at the top of her lungs for a world she will inherit that is flooded with our sins. Hear the signal.
It sounds like the levees breaking from the surge and people abandoned shouting from rooftops. It looks like long days and even longer nights, wading through my own sea of doubts and insecurities, being the token black male figure. My evolution means nothing.
To their scripted curriculums and twisted facades.
This fire is my blessing to carry, yet they try to make it feel like a burden.
Hear the signal, ringing loud in the ears of anyone who refuses to hear the truth, that we are stifling and suffocating our youth.
They deserve to be liberated and loved. 3.
Celebration. Hear the celebration. It sounds like dancing and defiance, like joy, not in spite of, but in response to.
Their denial of our humanity.
Hear the celebration. Leave your home and join us in the streets. It sounds like a mosaic of voices stitched together by radical love as the soundtrack of our classrooms and communities. Hear the music of our resistance.
It sounds like singing, like silver hymns, like deep blue songs.
It sounds like prayer over a breakbeat, like a classroom cipher and children drumming on desks. Hear the celebration.
It sounds like Mr. Phelps, I need you, as their tiny feral hands pick up my pieces and make me whole.
Listen to these rhythms of rejoice. Listen to us becoming the promise of a world that is not yet. Hear the celebration. Hear this boom bap turn up pedagogy. Listen to the body, whole in itself, sacred as a temple made of stories. Hear the sounds of the classroom as
Sanctuary, as
refuge, as
home place, as
beacon of justice and freedom and dreams.
hear the praise song in the key of abolition, in the building of something new, better, and more beautiful.
Hear this celebration in the voices of the youth. They remind us that we are not alone in this fight, not when we have each other to lean on, to call home.
We walk this journey towards liberation,
Hand in hand.
refusing to be chained and shackled by fear and hate. The vision of our ancestors is a guiding light, a beacon reminding us.
We are all wounded healers, so come,
Testify.
bear witness.
Dream with us, beloved.
Let's face this together. Our lives are worth celebrating.